If you're struggling with your vitality, energy, mood, focus, or sleep, this podcast is for you. Your host, Dr. Tsung, ER doctor and aerospace flight surgeon, will help you reach for the stars and remove the barriers or blockades that have been holding you back from living your best life. If you've been challenged by your health, relationships, or productivity, then it's time for a breakthrough. So here's your host, Dr. Tsung.
Hello, and welcome to It's Not Rocket Science Show. I'm your host, Dr. Tsung. This is episode 4. Today, I like for us to talk about, if your actions are aligning with your why. In episode 3, we talked about starting with why, the reason you do certain things, and really your end vision. What is your why? And today, I like us to ask, are our actions aligning with our why? And the reason why I decided to talk about this is because I read the book called Miracle Equation by Hal Elrod. And in that book, there was a section where the author realized that, if his why was to spend time with family, to provide for them, to build connection with them, to contribute to his family, and he realized that his actions did not align with his why. In the book, in the morning, he wakes up really early. He wrote the book, The Miracle Morning. And so he has a whole morning routine that he does. He wakes up early while he's busy at work, while his wife is, getting the kids ready, preparing breakfast. And then later on, he's still working. And then the wife is picking up the kids from school. So at that time, he realized that, if he's saying his why is for his family, that's the reason why he, works so hard to make all that money. But his actions didn't align with it. He's pushing off like a delayed gratification. Instead, like those little moments in time that you can spend connecting with your kids that you may never get back when they're little, he is essentially letting go of it. There's, letting go of the opportunity. Didn't seize it at that moment. So it really hit him then, and he changed it so that he can spend time with his wife, getting their kids ready. He can pick up the kids from school, and he shortened his time at work by 2 or 3 hours earlier, 2-3 days out of the week, just so that he can have time to pick up the kids from school. And that was so profound for me. That section just made me realize that, oh yeah, I wake up, I follow, a morning routine as well, and which we'll talk about later, but I would wake up 5:00, jump out of bed, my fiance is still sleeping, and then I go on to, do my cold shower, do my meditation, write down, journal, my priorities, and I start work. And it's been a few years where we have a dog, and he's always the one walking the dog in the morning. He's, in the past, he would ask me, do you want to go walk? And usually I'm like deep into work or reading an article or, looking at some presentation. And in my head, I have this idea. It's like, no, I got to finish this and this before 8, or else I'm going to be distracted after 8. So it's like my golden few hours in the morning, and I don't want to be distracted. So many times I just tell him, no, I'm too busy. No, I have to finish this. No, I have to do this. And then so he walks the dog, and he stopped asking me to go walk with him. And another thing that I realize is that, we often don't give our best selves to our loved ones. And what I mean is that, in the morning is when you're the most fresh, where you can, converse with your loved ones and have a fun time with good energy. And typically, though, what I've done is that in the afternoon, after 5 p.m., we're both tired. I give my lowest energy self to someone that I care the most, which is backwards, So all that was very profound to me. So I made a decision that in the morning, no matter what I was doing, I would drop it. Whenever my fiance comes in, when he wakes up, I give him full presence, full attention, drop my laptop, stop whatever video presentation that's playing on the screen, greet him, hug him, touch him, kiss him, whatever I got to do. And no matter what I'm doing, we go on a walk together. And so far, for the past few weeks after I made that change, it has been really quite profound. We have a morning walk together. We started setting an intention for our relationship in the morning, and then we'll review at the end of the day to see, how each other did. So, sometimes my intention is, today I would like to be present with my fiance. At the end of the day, I kind of review whether there were times where maybe I wasn't as present, or maybe, yes, I really made a conscious effort to, look at him in the eye, face him while he's speaking. Other days, well, my fiance has set an intention of active listening. And because women seek to be understood and they hate it when they're unheard. So, his intention usually is to perform active listening and repeat back what he's heard, from my end. So far, that has been a very, very profound change to connect with each other and really put each other first. And another example is that, if your parents want to spend time with you, your siblings want to spend time with you, or if they text you, I think give them that presence, give them that attention, spend time with them instead of saying, well, I have to work. I remember a few years ago when I was in fellowship, I was all about making money because, well, I was a poor fellow and I needed to moonlight to make more, to pay for, other items to invest or whatever. There's like, other debt I wanted to pay down. So it was all about making money. I would pick up moonlighting shifts on the weekend when my fiance was free and not working. I would pick up moonlighting shifts when my friends came to visit from Houston to St. Louis. I couldn't give up the money. And I decided to pick money over connections with my friends. And back then, again, the priorities were a little bit different. I didn't have as much clarity as I do now. So I'd like to ask you, is there something in your life currently that you're doing that doesn't align with your why? Like, if your why is family, friends, to spend time with them, to provide for them, are you really giving them your presence and your attention, even just for a few minutes in the morning? Are you spending time with your kids? Are you playing with them? Are you giving them your best selves in the morning? Are you waking up a little bit earlier just so you can give some time for yourself, to center yourself, to maybe, do what you need to do so you're not so rushed? And then you can go ahead and give your full self to your family. Or perhaps if you're saying, your why, currently, if you don't have any family, or children, though your why is to build a business, create a startup, become an entrepreneur, make money, or ascend up in your career. Are you currently doing the things that you need to do, like researching how SEO works, researching how marketing works? Who is your ideal client? Are you looking at how to present, how to speak, how to pitch your ideas to investors? And are you looking at, ways that you can, add value to others? Or are you really, going through your workday, kind of going from meeting to meeting to meeting, but not really like setting intentions before the meeting of what you can learn, what you can contribute? And there are, other things where, if your why is to become a better physician or an expert in your field, a better cook, a better mom? Are you learning the books, on parenting? Are you reading books on parenting? If your why is, say you want to save time so that you can spend time with your family, are your actions aligning with that? What are you learning? How to learn? Are you learning how to remember things better? Are you learning, say, speed reading so that you can save time? Then, what is the one thing that you can do that'll really save you time down the line? Are you doing that? Are you researching that? So again, I would like us to again examine our actions throughout our day. Remember our why from, if you didn't hear that episode, go to episode 3 on setting your why, and then examine our actions through the day to see whether there's some, maybe 10, 15-minute intervals where we can insert actions that align with the why. And then so that, we're not wasting time, we're actually always contributing to what we feel strongly about every single day in a few moments a day. So, and I like to hear what you have to say. Please go to itsnotrocketscienceshow.com, and then you can see the show notes, the transcripts. Over there, you're going to ask me questions as well. And I really, really appreciate your time during the episode. I'm very grateful. And I want you to remember that, everything we need is already within us now.
That's it for today's episode. Head on over to iTunes and subscribe to the show. One lucky listener every single week that posts a review in iTunes will win a chance in the grand prize drawing to win a private VIP day for a health and life makeover with Dr. Tsung herself. Then be sure to head on over to itsnotrocketscienceshow.com and pick up your free gift from Dr. Tsung. Then join us on the next episode.